What's going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same. What's going on, y'all? Now, before we get into today's mess, let's talk about what we got coming up. Now, as you guys already know, this Saturday will be a brand new episode of One on One, and this week's guest will be Kevin Simmons of The Scorpion Show. So make sure you guys tune in this Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Time as we talk about the past, the present, and the future of The Scorpion Show. Make sure you guys tune in to that. And later on that Saturday, tune in for my live review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. We'll be talking about the show, y'all. So make sure you guys tune into that. And then starting next Wednesday, the Chasing Panel starts with Scotty, Tremel, Carl, Jamar, Jeremy, and Terrence all come together to talk about every single episode of Chasing Atlanta. So make sure you guys tune in every Wednesday for the Chasing panel. And also, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcement. So let's go ahead and get into the mess. Now, as you guys already know, there has been talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and about the casting and whether or not everybody on the show is getting fired. We've been hearing different very much so. We've been hearing different accounts of this story. Okay. Now we heard that they are going to do a reboot of the entire show. They're going to clean house, get rid of everybody on the show, and come back with a brand new set of girls. But then there was another report stating that Kandi, Kenya, and Sheree would be staying, but everybody else would be gone, and they'll just add 3 to 4 new girls and new friends of. Now that's what was stated. But now two of the cast members are coming out and they're actually speaking on the network and what they're planning to do with the show and where they seem to stand with the show. And from what it sounds like from Kandi and Sonya, that the show is on a definite pause right now. So what we're going to start off with is what Sonya had to say, and then we're going to move on to what Kandi said. So let's get into it, y'all.
Once upon a time, there were women who were all friends, who were in this Atlanta circle, who were on the show. And then that dynamic changed. As we are trying to build these authentic friendships, the fans don't really want to give us time to do that. They want to feel like we've been friends for 20 years, pick a side immediately and all of those things when it's just not the reality of the show anymore. The
Right.
show no longer has 6 women who are from Atlanta, who grew up together, who ran in the same circles. It just is not that. And so the network has a tough decision. Are they going to reboot the show and find 6 women who are great friends in this community? Or are they going to continue to give us time to develop those friendships? Once upon
And Sonya made a good point. She definitely made a good point. And I do believe that that's the problem here. I think that with the way that the show started off, it started off with women that are actually friends. I mean, Nene kind of handpicked some of these people. Like Nene knew Kim and Sheree. I don't think that she knew Lisa or Deshawn, but she knew Kim and Sheree. I think she knew Deshawn too. I think she knew Deshawn. I think she knew everybody but Lisa. But these women knew each other. They ran in the same circles. They knew each other at some point in time, or they ran into each other. It's something like that. So it was more authentic and more organic because these were real friendships. These were real beefs. Like these were real issues that they were having. And as time went on, they started bringing in women that didn't really know these women. Like I think that when they brought Candy on season 2, Candy only knew Lisa, but she didn't know nobody else. And then the third season, they brought in Cynthia and Phaedra. Phaedra only kind of knew Nene, but she didn't really know nobody else. Cynthia didn't know nobody on the damn show. So it was kind of like, okay. They didn't bring in nobody new on the fourth season. Then the fifth season came along. We got Kenya and Portia. Kenya wasn't even living in Atlanta. Portia is actually from Atlanta. She was born and raised in Atlanta, but neither one of them were friends with none of the ladies. They didn't know them. They didn't know them like that. Then we go into season 7 where they brought in Claudia, who kind of is cool, was cool with Kenya, kind of had a friendship, whatever. Then season 8, Kim Fields. She don't know none of these broads. She don't know them. Then we get into season 10, we bring in people like Eva, who's not really friends with nobody on the cast. They just got Nene bringing her in and, frolicking her around as her little sister. And then we got Shamari, who kind of knew, she knew Kandi because they did work together. I mean, Kandi wrote they 808 remix. She ain't got that boom like I do. And she don't pull the room like I do. And she ain't got that junk in the trunk of the bump that you want. And the girl ain't got that moves like I do. Like, oh, I'll be glad my voice come all the way back. But she wrote that. So yeah, then we go into season 12. I don't think they brought nobody new. Then season 13, we bring in Drew. Supposedly she cool with Cynthia, but I doubt it. And Latoya, she don't know nobody. She was on Speak On It with Kandi, but that's it. And then you go into season 14, Sonya don't know nobody. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's true, the dynamics have changed. So what's really going to happen here? Are we going to keep these women, let them continue to form their bonds, or we try to cast 6 new women and find a new queen bee and see if she can pick her friends or foes and put them on the show? What are we gonna do with that? You know what I mean? It does, and full reboots don't always work. You know what I mean? Like, even with the Real Housewives of New York, we see how that's working. Like, even though people said that we needed a whole new cast, you got a whole new cast, and y'all don't even like that cast, and then y'all not even watching the show. Look at the ratings. Y'all not even watching the fucking show. Like, do a reboot like Miami if you're gonna do a reboot. Like, get rid of some people, then bring some new people in, or whatever. Like, do that. Make some people friends of, like, Adriana and Marsal, like they were friends of the show, and then they kept Lisa, and they brought back Larsa and stuff like that, and most of the other people were new. Like, keep some familiar faces, but also bring in new faces. You feel what I'm saying? So I agree with what Sonya is saying. Now we're gonna go ahead and move into what Kandi had to say about it, and let's talk about that. So let me do that. Let me move on down because this is all coming off Twitter. So let me move that on down real fast. All right, there you go. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me rewind it and let me unmute it. There we go. Let's get into it.
Do whatever you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like, you know, see, I've been over here 14 seasons, right? So I've seen, different castmates come and go. Some I was sad to see go. Some I've seen go and come back. And I know people constantly need to see change to feel like they're getting something. You know what I mean? So if they feel like they need to make changes, then find a cast that you think is gonna work.
Yeah.
Do I think they're gonna find a whole cast of people that's gonna work and satisfy our fans? Probably not.
And I agree with Kandi too. And in a sense, it's and listening to what Kandi's saying, because they didn't, I guess they, from what they said, they bringing back Kandi in the game. So in a sense, it sounds as though Kandi doesn't care if she stays or goes because she got her own show, so it don't really matter. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, I definitely understand what she's saying, and I feel like I feel like they're not gonna find people that's willing to do this show, because a lot of people that y'all want to see are celebrities. They're not gonna do this show. They're not good for the show. We need no names. We need people that we don't know. Nene was not a name when she came on. Sheree was not a name when she came on the show. Deshaun, at least nobody was a name when they came on the show, but Kandi, but Kenya. Nobody had a name when they came on this show, and that's what we need. That's what we need, a no name. Um, we don't need people. We don't need people that are big celebrities, because they're not going to do this show, and they're going to be very cognizant of the way that they portray themselves on this show. You need somebody that's ready to let loose and ready to be transparent and open and stuff like that. That's what you need, and that's going to be very hard. And this show is going into its 16th season, so who's to say that they're going to find the perfect cast? I don't know. That's why I say a whole reboot may not be necessary. They may need to do a soft reboot where they get rid of maybe 3 people and add 3 new people, and maybe 4 new people. I mean, we see Real Housewives of Potomac with 8 cast members and 2 friends of the show. So why can't Atlanta at least get 7 people? We need that. You know what I mean? And this is coming from a person that's really um here for this situation here for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm very invested. I've been reviewing it since season 3. So I want to see it continue to prosper and be successful. So hopefully they make the right decisions on what they go and what they do with the cast and with the show moving forward. That's all I can say about that. But I want to know what y'all say down below. So let's talk about it. So with that being said, you guys, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. Thank you to the Scotty Gang for tuning in. Thank you for the new people that may be tuning in for the first time. Thank you guys for giving me a shot. And thank you to the hate watchers that are definitely watching so they can talk about me. With that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty, and I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.